Recording in progress.
Coach, this Phoenix Suns defense is tough, number 2 in the NBA. What was your message? How much of it can you share to BI about how to get him going versus 2 stout Ds, one last night and another one tonight?
I think he'll be fine. He's coming back from an injury, and it's a part of it. Like, it takes time to get your rhythm, to get your timing, and he understands that he'll be fine. But like you said, we're playing against a really good defensive team, really good offensive team, and Brandon he'll do what he do, and pick his spots and be aggressive.
And Chris Paul, we all know what he can do. He's such an amazing facilitator. He sees the court in the game so quickly. How can you be disruptive against him tonight and not let him just run away with things?
Yeah, we have to show him different looks, and he's seen everything, but we have to be selective in how we approach Chris. He's still very good at getting his teammates involved. The league leader in assists. He's great at making the mid-range jumper, especially getting to his right hand. So our guys are well aware of what he does and the impact that he has on this team, and we just have to continue to be aggressive on him and then show him different looks defensively and make him work offensively.
Jalen Smith is someone that's getting a lot more time recently with McGee and Ayton out. Obviously, you're with him last year. I know you haven't been able to pay attention much to him this year, but what have you seen in his development, especially in these last 4 games he's been given more time to play?
Yeah, he's working hard. I know he's working with Coach MB, so he's in the gym every day, and you can see his progression. He's setting screens, diving to the basket, finishing. He's a guy that can pick and pop also. I'm happy to see him get some time and get some minutes and play well. Tonight, we'll have to be aware of what he does. He's a young guy that's getting better and better, and that's why they drafted him. They saw this potential in him.
Going back to your squad with Devontae Graham, only 8 turnovers in the last 7 games for him. Are you seeing something different with just his approach, his decision-making, just how he's been able to kind of limit his turnovers recently?
His approach is being aggressive. He's been a force for us all season. He's one of our better shooters, and so anytime he's aggressive and he's going north and south, we have a different look offensively, and that's the deal for him. Just keep being aggressive, keep finding opportunities to take good shots, quality shots, which he does, and get us into our offense. Taking care of the basketball is key for us.
When you guys played them in Phoenix, the Suns got going on offense in the second half. Just what can you take from that to try to prevent that?
Chris was the catalyst in that comeback. We were blitzing him and pick and rolls, trapping him, and he was making the right decisions. So it's the reason that we have to mix it up with him. He's, like I said, he's seen everything that you can throw at him, but just trying to keep him off guard. And then on the flip side, when we have the ball offensively, we have to make him work. He's getting to the point where he'll kind of play safety and call out plays, but we got to bring him into action and make him work.
Hey, Willie, how fun is it for you? I don't know if fun is the right word, but just playing this team that you know so much about.
It's bittersweet. We run the same offense. Our defenses have the same foundation. A lot of the guys there I know, and but this is a part of the NBA, is that you go to a situation, whatever it is, and you go at it with the guys, and then you get blessed to have different opportunities in this business. And coming to New Orleans was great for me. So now I'm going against those guys, and we know what they're going to do. That's not the issue. It's trying to stop it.
And just a follow-up to that, how much have you grown as a coach from back when you played them in November to now, you feel like? We talk about the growth of this team, but just personally, how much have you grown as a coach, you feel like?
I'm growing. I feel like I'm growing every day. There's challenges that is presented, and it's just trying to be consistent through those challenges. There's also triumphs, and we have a team organization that I'm blessed that have allowed me to grow and learn. I've said it before, but being a good listener. So I feel like I'm growing every day, and there's a lot of room for improvement on my end, and that's my approach.
Yeah, something you talked about, a different element that Jackson has brought to that second unit is, doing more switching, kind of being more versatile with that group. How do you think he's handled those matchups where he's been out on the perimeter and had to defend more guards? Because that's not something he's done so much in his first couple of years in the league.
I think he's doing good. I think he's doing very well at it. We've been watching our defense and trying to find ways to incorporate Jackson. I think it's something that he brings to the table. It's unique, a 7-footer that can move like he does. And I think his ability to switch on to perimeter players allows us to have a different dynamic to our defense. And then offensively, his ability to set screens and guys can literally throw it to the moon, he can go get it. It's something that he brings, which, not our other two guys. It's not that they don't bring it, but he's just better at that.
Donovan Mitchell and I think Mike Conley last night were both very complimentary of Herb's defense, and I think Donovan even said something like he'll be in the league a very long time because of that. As a coach, I know he's an older rookie, but how do you balance not putting too much on his plate, even though he's getting these types of matchups where he's guarding the other guy's best perimeter player every night, with realizing he's still in game 37 or whatever it is right now?
That's tough because Herb, for us, is that good. His instincts, his ability to guard multiple positions and primetime players. But there's times that Garrett is on those guys. There's times that Josh is on those guys too. And we just try to continue to, once again, show players, teams different looks. But in this league, you get thrown in the fire when you're that good. And he's going to continue to get better. He's going to continue to learn, which he's doing. And you guys can see that his progression from the start to where he is now, it's a huge jump for him. And that'll continue to happen with Herb, Donovan Mitchell, Conley, those guys complimenting him is an example of what he does every day and the work that he puts in.
Coach, just wanted over here, sorry. Coach, obviously with Willie, with Monty coming back and him being out and under protocol, what was that initial like for you? Like, wow, my guy is going through that, and then what's it like to see him back for his first game tonight?
Yeah, it's tough. No one wants to be out. No one wants to have COVID. No one wakes up with the intention that this is something that they're going to deal with. It just kind of hits you. And so we spoke a couple times and just trying to check in, see how he was doing while he was going through that. And he was doing fine, and I'm glad to see him back. I'm glad to see him. I believe he's here, and it'll be good to talk to him briefly. And I'm sure we won't talk much while the game is going on, but after the game we'll speak some, and I'll give him a big hug and let him know how much I love him and appreciate all that he's done for me and all that he's doing for me.
Willie, just one more for me, but just from afar, it seemed like Monty and Chris, like they really wanted you to get this job, and like seemed like they're embracing you getting this opportunity here. Just how cool was it to have that? Where it's probably not great for them to really, some of the important part of their success, but like they seem to be really happy for you to get this opportunity the whole way. It's
extremely cool to have people that I feel are like brothers to me rooting for you. And none of us, and I just believe we don't make it without other people rooting, supporting, praying for you, and doing what they can to open up doors so that you can have the opportunities that we have. And that's such a blessing to have guys like Mont and Chris and Book and Ty Lue and a number of guys that just was rooting for me as I was going through this process.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.